Now I'll move back to Mr. Thareendra from Sri Lanka to know more about like what are the suggestions, like as you are in this industry for a long time. So what are the suggestions you want to give to the people or like the youth, those who are watching, those who have the innovative idea but they don't know how to start and where to start? So what will be your expert suggestion on that? Over to you.
Thank you, Imran. So, first, I think listening to my other fellow panelists is, I think, and for everyone, there is a one thing is very clear. So, on your startup journey, there is no single formula for success, right? You can see from what you heard from the other speakers, it's always a different story. It's very interesting. So from our point of view as Digital Syndicate, what we whenever we have in Sri Lanka, we have invested on 3 startups currently. We went through, there were a lot of proposals, but we were very selective. The biggest question we were asking was, rather than getting the proposals from the startup founders, what we thought of, what great companies that no one is currently building, right? So the contrarian questions like that, tell me something true, but nobody agrees with you. That what great companies that no one is currently starting is something like that. A contrarian questions. So the my biggest takeaway, or the if you ask me, if Imran asks me, give me some advice. So we need to understand every moment in business happens only once. So if you take Mark Zuckerberg, the next billionaire will not build a social network, right? Next Bill Gates will not build operating system, or the how should I say it? Next Larry Page or Sergey Brin won't be making a search engine, right? So if you are copying these people, or the next Jeff Bezos will not be e-commerce coming out from e-commerce. So if you are copying these people, you are actually not learning from them, right? That's the one lesson that few conversations that I had with startup founders that I gave them. That's number one. The number two is uh, teamwork is utmost important for startups, right? If you take so small group of people bound together and having a sense of mission can change the world. So we have seen that, right? If you take Figma started in 2010 and did not make any money till 2015-16, and Adobe brought Figma for 20 billion, right? So you have to believe on what you're doing and keep doing it. So it's not like when you try to climb a mountain, on your first step you won't see the view from the top, right? It will be difficult. You have to keep climbing, and take my word, view from the top is amazing. So the teamwork is very, very necessary on the startups, and you have to find that team who is passionate about that. And the
Right.
third point that I want to leave you with, build a strong foundation on a startup. If the foundation is messed up, it's very difficult to continue, or it's very difficult to grow. And remember, the last and fourth, always build a monopoly. That's the one true thing that I believe with all my heart, because all happy companies are different, right? Imagine just take examples of all the success companies, they're different, right? Each one of them is earning through a monopoly. Now Google might say they are not, they don't have a monopoly. Now they are doing a travel booking. It's not just search, but if you take Google, it's about 66 to 70% of their income is search, and that's a monopoly, right?
Right.
And take the companies are failing, all those are same. So remember, all those good successful happy companies are different. All those companies or startups that have failed, about 80% are same. So those are the few things that I observed. These are from the experience that I gathered. And keep doing what you're doing, and take example for
Excellent.
Figma.
Excellent,
Figma
Tarinder, for
Figma
your
founder was 19, right? When he started 19, I always imagine. And the other thing I want to leave you is, start building something from the niche market, and to have that $1 billion vision is very difficult when you in a corporate structure, right? So you
right.
have advantage as a startup to build and make that vision. You don't have people coming and telling, This is our vision. This is our culture. Culture eats strategy for breakfast. Simple as that in corporate level, right? So you build that culture, you continue your business and keep believing yourself.
Exactly.
My
Thank you, Tharindra, for your opinion, and it was really helpful for the people, those who are watching. Now I'll
thank you.
go back to Abhishek to add a few more your findings